big ones we leave it to Nice and Gideon.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Gideon Q. Freya and the Marcells by Sunset Ravens. These are first pick heroes.
Those look right now. It does look like Sunset is the one on red side and Nightmare is the one on blue side.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while since we saw a Fanny ban too. Like,
Fanny and Hirara? Trap has only played utility, no?
Trap has always gotten trapped.
Hey,
Come on, man.
Hey, listen. This, let me put you in the mind of the coach.
Which coach? Coach V or Coach Raizan?
V. It's
V.
like, guys,
All right.
this is smoke and mirrors. You know what they've been doing?
What, Coach?
Day one.
What?
They keep using the tanks. You see how bad they are? They trying to set us up so that they can play the assassins.
Ah.
So, what is an assassin? Fanny and Hirara. So, we
Okay.
ban those so that he plays the tanks again and then we're good.
Okay, Coach. I got it. I'll ban Paquito.
Good. Because Paquito can also be in the jungle.
We saw it just earlier. EU server W.
He was okay, but he didn't get the MVP.
Of course not.
Of course not. I mean, like, come on.
Come on, man. Sunset Ravens, first pick. What is it going to be?
There's an Akai.
Zushin.
Juicin
Okay.
it is. Sunset
Zushin.
Ravens. Nightmare. What is the answer to it? Straight up.
Akai Atlas. I feel like Atlas might be one of the equation.
Yeah.
Maybe Claude, maybe
If it
Claude.
was me, I'd just go Claude. Instead of for Eve later, pick up a jungler. Something like a Baksha if you want to just get a snowball early,
Akai,
go for
Fredrin.
fights. Akai, Fredrin, sure, one of those utility jungles.
Also, they're gonna match them with utility jungles. Ooh.
If they want assassin, maybe third pick Suyo or something.
Yeah, we haven't seen Suyo at all, yeah? Except for XP, JM.
Yeah.
But in jungle, it's been 0, so let's see. Nightmare.
They're taking their time here.
Yeah, it's the first game. They got to take their time.
Yeah.
Arlet.
So Fredrin?
Yeah, Fredrin or
Wait,
Akai.
Arlet Akai.
Arlet Akai.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
The AA combo.
Alright, so don't do the Alpha 7.
Don't-
Play together.
So, Sunset Ravens, you might want to pull a Mongols here.
Which is Yi, Sun Shin, and Atlas?
Atlas.
Yeah. I think the Atlas is still fine, even though the Akai can counter it, but really I feel like it's just to have that freeze.
Hey!
Like, a Phobius!
Right, the Phobius left open to Arlet.
This is the first Phobius.
Yeah, this is the first Phobius. The first time it's been left open in a wild card. Okay.
Okay, it's
And the Baksha. I like it. Go for fights instead of just going for neutral objective control because Akai already... I mean, I say that, but A7 didn't get a single neutral objective.
But this
so.
means that needs a damage roamer, something like a Khalid, and then the gold laner, Miminette, I think he can still use the Bruno, but yeah, he just has to be that reliable. Now the Claude gets picked up. It looks like, all right, let's go to the tier list. What's good? Pick it up, and everything makes sense.
Yep.
yeah. So they're picking their mid lane for later. They'll probably be okay with an Eve. Either way, they have just so much heroes to disrupt formations, and even the
If
Claw.
Lilia.
Yeah, the Eve should be banned out by Sunset Ravens here.
I think Lilia as well, because Lilia counters everything here.
Yeah. I think the glue is still pretty good for Sunset Ravens. Yes, it was 0-9 yesterday, but if they need a roamer, right? Another beefy boy up front with the Phobius and the Baksha. Sure.
Yeah, you don't really want to
And it's juice in glue, right?
final slash it just anytime.
Arret gets banned out. Ooh. All right.
Eve
I'd
gets
expect Sunset Ravens to go for a bit of physical damage last. There's the Eve ban.
I think a carry might be serviceable, or
For Nightmare?
meaning like for
Oh, sorry, for Sunset Ravens.
for Nightmare to ban.
Yeah.
Nightmare to ban.
Carry.
If it's not, maybe something with range just to respect the Bruno. I think that's still fair.
Because like, what are they going to pair up with?
I think the Moscow... Knowing Muimanet, the Bruno is, I think, their pick.
It's like, that's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, there's a lot.
Number 2 is all the other picks in the
Yeah.
meta.
Has to be. Unless he has another like Obsidia in him too. Oh, they're not actually taking out the Bruno.
Yeah, they get rid of the Moskov. All right, I think it's a Bruno.
I think they should ban a Lilia. If they don't ban a Lilia, what other...
Valier?
Oh,
Valier
yeah.
is- oh
that
my
would be
God.
very annoying as well. Yes,
Yo,
yes.
this is one of the best Valier games ever.
As a Phobius, I hate the Valier.
As a Baksha, I hate it even more.
Actually, they can also still pick up a Gory. There's still a lot of mid picks.
There are a
Honestly.
lot of mid picks.
Because you also don't know what their roamer is just yet, so like they could just pick up a really terrifying mid
I prefer
duo.
something just with a little bit more damage.
Wait,
Like-
they banned the glue. All right.
Nani?
I guess because Nightmare can go and pick it up first.
Yeah. I think there's a Cho too though. Like into the Baksha would just
Instead of Phobius,
be-
though, I don't know. Right? Halid and Phobius. I mean, Halid, Cho to Phobius. They go Valentina.
Ah.
No big ults right now, but I guess they're expecting an Atlas?
Or they just want to try to win the lane, like later on pick up either a Khalid or a Cho, and then they should have enough damage to have mid prior, right?
Or just ignore the Phobius, yeah? Just win out mid. There's the Bruno. For Mui, egoist Bruno.
Khalid.
And they take the Khalid. There you go.
So this will be a Cho.
I don't know.
Hey, where's your confidence, man?
I don't know.
Can
man.
you be
Can't they
a professional player and be like, I don't know?
Atlas, no?
Atlas. What else is there? Valeric again?
I think just Atlas, man.
Belaric's not that exciting.
You want something?
Not a bad pick, but not that exciting.
Tigreal, man.
What else showed up yesterday? The Minotaur.
Ooh.
Didn't work out well. We even had a game where someone asked us to report the Minotaur.
Oh, that's true. It's not his fault, though.
I didn't report him. I gave him a thumbs up.
I reported him because, you know, I missed, yeah.
Yeah, because you're from Indonesia, you know. You have that spirit in you.
Yeah, toxic.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm toxic.
okay, that's coming from him.
Yeah, there's a song about it. Britney Spears?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is. I don't think she's Indonesian, but yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Atlas.
Okay, which granted does seem a bit there are so many tanks.
Not
There
gonna lie.
is a lot of tanks, and you know what? That is because you guys from the Philippines, you guys made it good.
Yeah.
So with that being
Thanks,
said,
Carl.
Thanks, Carl Nepomuceno.
Yeah.
Mirko and Brigida, good luck for this one. Nightmare going up against Sunset Ravens. I think it's gonna be a quick one.
Me too.
Okay, we're jumping in as Sunset Ravens are looking to avenge themselves in their last series here in the group stage, in the best of one stage, whereas Nightmare are making their debut as well. This, again, so many tanks, not necessarily our fault. It's the players from the Philippines' fault.
Yep. So it's the Filipinos' fault that we are in the tank meta. Thank you, Sanford, for picking up Akito, and Carl for picking up Baksha Fred Junakai. Niall for Akai, so maybe a bit of Indonesian there. But welcome to the Line of Dawn, folks, for a utility versus utility matchup. And our first Phobius of the wild card on a concussive blast. Mexi against Juviana. Experience on the side of Juviana.
Oh yeah, and Mexi, who just recently has joined Sunset Ravens. We also got to interview him yesterday.
Oh, it's a trap.
Whoa. Yeah, this is, you gotta be careful. This is such a fast...
Hey.
Huh?
Okay, to be fair, like, Juviana did get level 2 first, so it probably got like an extra vengeance in before Mexi could get the Dark Wave. But yeah, Mexi should be a little bit more careful here, because if you lose out of this matchup against the person that you should be winning against, that is bad, because the Atlas and the Akai is going to give him so much free stuff. There you go.
No, this is
Still missed the
not.
Dark...
Missed it again. Not where you want to be. The micro has been working out for Juviana so far, and he will be getting the advantage in the lane. Popo will be here though.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. What did he do?
Bang, bang. All right, Mexi gets it. That's good, but Papapapon will take a bit of punishment.
He hurts. Juviana's... The damage we're seeing from him.
Doing some damage.
Mexi also got Thrill, if I'm not mistaken, on the Phobius.
Yep.
Just
Good
to
freeze.
Instate a bit.
Just don't go in right now, Mexi.
Oh.
Juviana's going to try to bait.
Sunset Ravens are so careful with this, you know. Like, I can't believe we're just watching the micro in the EXP this early on. Wait.
Oh.
That's a Master Assassin we get to see from Moiminet. I think they want to be a bit more proactive as well compared to yesterday where they did wait a bit.
Uh-oh. Mexi's just going to give a full wave up top, but he's already level 4. Prio for Sunset Ravens.
Wait. What does Juviana do? That goes the final slash. Okay. Now there goes the heavy spin as well. Trap will get trapped again. And is actually first blood in this game. Multiple targets knocked up by the Lantern Flare. Mexi gets to respond to the trade on I did. But it's just a 2-for-1 trade. Nightmare wins that one.
Yeah, okay, there was a shoulder bash to the turtle. But it's okay. It's okay, all right? Like, we just gotta take these things. And Mexi, he did leave a whole wave down below. Now, Juviana, this is where you should expect the Phobies to start winning. He can win. Jump. Boom. Bang.
Okay, Flicker used as well, but that's 3 targets onto him, so this will be the clapback from Sunset Ravens. But Jasmine is gonna make it up top as well. But together with Tweezy for Lexi, they might not want to take on this fight. That's, at least they somehow equalize things. This is not a significant gold lead whatsoever just yet. But the turtle is still up.
But this is exactly where Sunset Ravens want to be with the Baksha and the Phobias. They just want to fight it out before neutral objective. Oh, they're going to go all in.
Okay, Jasmine now very, very low. Doesn't make it out alive. And Trap will pick up a kill. Sunset Ravens have created space for themselves as Too Easy for Lexi just resorts to picking up the orange for now.
Well played. There you go. Just go for the fights. When you have this composition, this is why the Phobius has always been banned out. You're a dictator. You're Dictator Phobius up in here, right? Whenever you get this pick.
Oh. They're really going for the 1-1-1s.
Bang.
Final slash already committed. They're just going at each other. They won't necessarily convert that into a kill. Moiminet How has the laning been for Muiminette so far? He's ahead.
Yeah, he's done well, but Nomad, he's gonna go for the concussive, the corrosion side. So it seems like he's gonna be rotating early instead of staying in lane with the Bruno. Again, this is where we start to see Mexi start to win, but Mexi doesn't want to bite on the bait. Could be an Akai over up top.
Yep. They're back in the mid lane here, 3 members. What has he been picking up as the Valentina?
He picked up a glowing wand first item, and now the flicker's down. Trap.
Oh, the Atlas ult.
Wait, what? As a Valentina? No, the Atlas is on his team.
Oh, no.
He's taking the Khalid ult, yeah.
I mean, they're the matchup, so.
Yep.
No, Nomad.
Nomad.
Down bottom, we'll be ready to catch him there,
damage?
together with the concussive blast. Actually dealt quite a lot, but it's Mexi up top who might just get traded out. That's the Fatal Links. And the heavy spin, multiple ults committed, but Mexi is still okay.
Wow, what an escape by Mexi!
Nomad though, has the DMI, gets to use it together with the Blazing Duet. Okay. They lose the turret.
Sunset Ravens are flying in game number 2 of the day. They're doing a fantastic job. Mexi, Juviana might be in trouble.
Can he get out of this? That's an Arlot. No minions left. Final Slash committed as well. Infernal Pursuits together with Eska doesn't get to knock him up just yet. Poon 2 burning the flicker. That's a lot of resources burned just before the next hurdle of this game.
Dang. Like, these guys are just surviving, bro. Like, Mexi are losing so much. Juviana just pushed in the wave. But Sunset Ravens prioritize tempo over it. Juviana might be a whole 2 levels ahead. Dark Wave lands on Lexi.
Okay, I did this here. What does he get? We'll be joining the fight. Does Jasmine actually go for the Fatal Links? It's Popopopon who falls down first. Trap gets to bump into 1. Juviana falls next, and a heavy spin from Too Easy for Lexi. Isolating Mexi, but is that the target they want? They finally get the shutdown, but they lost Juviana in the process. It's a 1-for-2.
This could be a free lore, or a free turtle rather. Lexi doesn't have the heavy spin. Trap's gonna go for the fight. Oh, Eska!
Whoa, Crimson Beacon in. Too easy for Lexi. And the turtle still gets secured even though it was almost reset there.
Good job by Sunset Ravens again. They just fight it out. They're brawling it out with this composition, and it's working really well, especially now that Muiminette has some of those items. Nomad hasn't been able to walk up on the Claude. He's just been taking Muiminette's balls to the face.
Yeah, he's been just focusing on farming here as the Claude. Juviana though. Okay, he will just let go of that turret up top. So far, they're finally able to secure the first turret in this game. Let's take a look at that instant replay right here, where Popopopon unfortunately fell down first.
Yep.
And I think the fact that they already used the heavy spin here didn't allow them to just continue with the contest for that turtle later on.
And the Claude, right, the way it works out together with the team is you need to play together. You need to dive in together so that the Claude can just be supporting damage, especially early on with those nerfs on the base damage. But there, he went in all alone, so it just gave the opportunity for Sunset Ravens to just heal past the Blazing Duet. Muiminette has the Haas Claws. He's 500 gold ahead of Nomad. Right now, Nightmare have IDed and Too Easy for Lexi as the guys who are doing better than their opponents. But the thing is, oh god.
The Dark Wave will land. Juviana 1v2. No minions left but had a flicker. Okay, yeah, I agree. And if things just don't get better from this point onwards, then it's not going to be a good record for the Arlot Akai together.
Yeah.
At least for today. Like, we're not seeing their combo put to use as much. If not, it's actually what's causing them their losses in the more recent team fights.
Whoa.
Too easy for Lexi. It's gonna be okay.
This is why I don't like the Valentino pick, though, into the Phobias, right? You're giving him so much more to play with, those dashes for the passive. And that's why he's just been oppressive in these team fights, constantly getting those jumps. Together with Trap, obviously, who's done a good job at targeting, man. Those shield unities have been lethal. And while all that's happening in the front, you got Muiminette just shooting for free.
Yeah, and at least they haven't really picked him off, at least in this game so far. Now there's a Lord already spawning. We're only 8 minutes into this game, but there's a super slight advantage. I don't think you could even really call this a significant lead for Sunset Ravens in this game as they position themselves first for this Lord. Nightmare still have to deal with the purple, but they might go focus on Hero.
Perfect match.
Okay, the Lord is actually very low now. Nightmare might not make it. Not unless! That's a Fatal Links and Too Easy for Lexi! Still secures it with the Retribution, and now it's Sunset Ravens trying to at least take some trades. They lost the Lord, but Nightmare lost too.
There you go. It's all about that trade. Nightmare needs to just brute force their way in to take objectives. But Sunset Ravens will take that trade any day of the week. They want to go for those fights. As long as the Bruno, Muy Manette, the egoist, is free, he will carry in the fight. And those frontliners, no one can deal with them. Nightmare do not have the shred to deal with this. And all Sunset Ravens need to do to deal with the Lord is group up, clear it up. Muy Manette gets extra gold.
Yeah, and they do not feel the least bit hesitant at all in this game. They're always just being so decisive. Even in that moment where they just decided to burst down the Lord, they knew what they wanted to go for. And they clearly won out in that team fight. They're still holding on to majority of their resources and even the mid. Oh. A malefic gun?
Yep, that's a malefic gun. That's the power spike that he's been waiting for all this time, and it's still going to take Nightmare Esports some time before Nomad gets the golden staff. Yeah, in M6, if you get that item, it's GG.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not M6 for Nightmare Esports. They can still try to turn things around. It just gets really difficult because their only main source of damage, well, their only source of damage right now, it just seems like it's the Claude. Everybody else hasn't... Wait, why is the Claude dealing so little damage, man?
He hasn't joined the fight just yet. He's been farming all this time.
No wonder these fights have just been very good for Sunset Ravens. Nomad has just been offline.
Honestly, it's, I think, what Nightmare have decided to go for. It's just really focusing on the farm and unknowingly getting the map control under their nose. Because Sunset Ravens may have been winning on some of the fights, but they're keeping this gold lead very small. That's why it's been almost insignificant for majority of this game, 11 minutes into this game. But now I think we are slowly approaching the point where you are going to be forced to fight. So let's see how things change now that we might just see Nomad be part of that fight.
I think it also seems like Nomad has kind of lost out on that power spike. He should have already hit the power spike by now, right? You get the 3 items. The thing is, SNR just way too tanky. The Chastised Pauldron was the first item for Mexi. Trap is building a lot of physical defense as well, so you're going to have to wait for the Malefic gun before you start being a threat to SNR.
As of the moment, SNR, I think Muy Manette is the bigger threat. Like, there are just so many tanky guys making that space for him.
Yep.
And I think they've improved in terms of formations too. Like, overall, their team fights have been more... I think they've been more structured. They're more close to each other. That's something we failed to see from them yesterday. And now that's another Lord, and we'll see how SNR deal with this objective take. Because earlier on, it's just been them dancing around, getting the information, and bursting it when it feels like it's the right moment. And they might just go for that same template now that we are in the second Lord of the game.
Win in nature as well from Muy Manette. He's going to start shredding down too easy for Lexi. He's going in all alone, half HP. All Sunset Ravens need to do is bait out the heavy spin.
It's the exact same thing. Okay, they are finally going in heavy spin committed too, but it's still Trap who wins out, not even using the retribution, but he just secures the Lord. And now the members of Nightmare are falling one by one, but the response with a blazing duet from Nomad. Can it actually change something? It seems like the damage is not enough. He does fight Eska, but he falls down too.
What a fight, what a retry from Trap. He laid it down, they poked the Panda enough to make him hesitate. And then they just committed on the neutral objective. Fights will go to Sunset Ravens, that was a guarantee, but the Turtle, it should have gone to Nightmare. They played in such a good way. Yes, Muy Manette had to sacrifice his life, but he knows that the rest of the team was already capable enough to deal with Nomad. And again, like I mentioned, the 3-item power spike is not enough at this point for Nomad. He needs the Malefic gun to get through these tanky boys up front.
That was a sequence that'll take a bit of time to process. Still can't believe he didn't have to use the retribution just to take that Lord. When in fact too easy for Lexi was already spinning with a heavy spin, but still did not get to secure it for the teams.
Nomad? He just used the BMI.
Oh,
okay, no one's there to punish.
Yeah, he's being guarded. Jasmine is gonna be there either way. And the Flying Cloud is going to help them just a bit to make sure that they actually still get to defend this game. We're already 14 minutes in, and majority of the resources are now going to be taken away. Now, whatever efforts Nightmare have been trying to do earlier on, it seems like it's not paying off just yet. It's like they're focused on farming. Oh, the damage! I did have to get out of there. Now it's going to be Sunset Ravens just pushing forward. Too easy for Lexi trying to block the way. But they really want to take down these turrets.
Yeah, you really cannot walk up as I did like that, dude. Not against a full item Bruno, right? Muy Manette is already full items by this time. Or he's close to full items. He's at 5 items.
Yeah.
0, 1, and 5. Let's take a look at the items again. He's building towards... Is that a BOD?
Yeah, I guess. He's just lacking one item left. Nomad on the other
Could be the
hand.
Sea Halberd too, yeah.
What's
But
this?
I'm feeling the ego. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, Nomad just needs one more item too.
That's true. And that's the real item that'll get him going. The Melfic gun, right? Then he can start shredding people down. Thing is it enough? Because there are 3 chastised pauldrons and a wind of nature on the side of Sunset Ravens.
Yeah. It's like you really have to pick your target at this point. You really have to just dive in whoever you feel would be a great pickoff. But at this point, how do you just get past all these guards? You have Mexi, Trap, and Popopopon, and I think this has been one of the more stable games we've seen from Popopopon here in the wild cards. He's just been very clean, very disciplined in terms of using the Khalid. It's not all those flashy plays that just get you past the crucial moments, but it's what matters. Now we're back in the third Lord.
Mexi.
Spectacular zoning yet again from Sunset Ravens. How do Nightmare deal with this? Darkwave will land onto too easy for Lexi. Crimson Beacon already baited out from Eska. Juviana might want to focus down onto the middle laner, and with only a Purify, he still doesn't find the kill! Muiminit has too much space! They've created too much space! And now he's just free! Nightmare are struggling to contest this objective. Heavy spin committed a bit too early. Infernal Pursuit still going on. There's going to be the stun briefly from Jasmine, but that's all just to disengage as Sunset Ravens take this next objective too.
Well played by Sunset Ravens, understanding the win condition, going back to Eska, who was left all alone against Juviana. But we have to question Nightmare Esports and their decision-making. They had a Claude up top. Nomad was trying to build a slow push, yet the team went for a 4v5 against a very full item, doing a lot of damage. Egoist Muiminit on Bruno. That was kind of crazy, no? Nightmare took a 4v5 knowing full well they didn't have Nomad.
I can't tell if that's an effect of just them learning from the past 2 turtles that SNR are just not going to hold back. They're really going for those quick bursts.
They have the anime plot armor.
But yeah, you weren't fully equipped nor prepared to take on that fight just yet, so it did feel a bit reactive from Nightmare, and now it's 3 synced waves from Sunset Ravens approaching their base. No holy shields left whatsoever, and they're definitely gonna take full advantage of this. Again, Muiminit is just too free.
So free. Trap is walking up. Lord down below already. They're gonna be looking for the siege to end this game. Can they do it?
The Lord is already in the base, but they've somehow dealt with it as SNR just decided to focus on the base turrets.
Yep.
So Nightmare had enough room to still prolong and extend this game. And for the first time in this desk, I think we are going to see a 20-minute game.
Hey, something new. Don't... you might have jinxed it.
Or maybe not.
Imagine if you say that and Nightmare just go in again. I mean, it's a possibility. It went in 4v5, right? Yeah, I love how Sunset Ravens are taking this, right? They're not getting too hasty with it. A lot of teams with 0 wins in a wildcard stage, they'll already be so desperate. When they're in the lead, they'll try to force those fights, they'll try to force a win. But Sunset Ravens know that if you want to win, you gotta take it slow when you have the lead. And they already have that far lane. There's no real reason for you to risk anything at this point. It's all up to Nightmare Esports to make the desperate play to come back in the game.
Yeah, and they've been almost perfect in terms of like the objective takes. They've only really let go of 1 Lord recently or in this entire game, and other than that, Nightmare have barely positioned themselves. So I wonder how Nightmare are planning to address it this time, because now that they definitely have to leave at least Nomad to deal with the far lane, it's gonna be a tougher task for them because he's the main damage. He's the only damage.
Flexi.
And yeah, even before we approach the Lord, Nightmare have a problem moving around their very own map.
Yeah, I mean, it's a given with these base turrets taken down. Nomad is clearing up top, so they're really trying to get a good wave going. But look at that. If Nightmare just push a bit too far, Sunset Ravens are in position to actually... Oh, God.
Wait, they are on the opposite side of the map right now.
They're just going to go for the slow push. There you go. Slow push straight into the Evolve Lord. They already deal with the slow push. Nomad. He's going to hold that way. Okay, there you go. That's the green light. Straight up to the Lord. Nomad's up top. They got to try to force a fight again. A 4v5. And the wave is just going to constantly build towards Nightmare.
This is why they didn't really have to rush things. They have a template for how they go. Too easy for Lexi, already very low. Does he have the immortality still? And now on the other side, it's Juviana falling down first. Too easy for Lexi. Actually gets to walk away, but remember, knock up with the Dark Wave. SNR are going for the chase. They're taking on the fight. Nomad gets blasted and is barely able to accomplish anything. And And that's enough for SNR to maybe just push forward, to maybe not even consider the Lord.
Another 4v5. Nomad was top and he jumps back to the BMI. Uvas!
Okay, here we go. SNR have a minion. They have their immortalities up. They have another wave coming in mid. And they almost are complete and ready to put an end to this game. Heavy spin to desperately just extend and find whatever opportunity they can. But they could not, as Sunset Ravens secure their first win here in the wild card.
GG Sunset Ravens! They break the lose streak up against Nightmare Esports, who've played their first game today, and you can finally see the expression of Sunset Ravens, man. Those happy expressions, Mexi feeling it. It feels good to break your lose streak.